Hello there, guys. It's Pearl Jr. here. Well, this is just a little logo that I did myself for Live 4, Michael Jackson, The Missing Pieces. It's probably not going to end up being this, but this is kind of just kind of something that I came up with. You like the puzzle pieces? Look at the puzzle pieces. Anyway, so it's going to look something like that, but not quite like that. I'm going to hire someone professional to kind of make my idea, just make it more professional. And then it has to match with Alive 1, 2, and 3 because all those covers have a certain theme and they look like they belong to a series. So this is going to be like a Michael Jackson documentary series, a 4-part documentary series. So I hope you guys like it. I just did it. I didn't mess with the fonts or anything. It's just temporary. But it's happening, guys. Okay? We are about, let's see, about 25 to 30% done. The other 70 to 75% is editing, all editing, but the script is written. My performances are down. The opening montage is there. Cecil is cleaning up my performances now, and he's almost done with that. And then we do a lot of inserting. Khalil is working on the background music right now. We bought new lights. We bought new lavaliers, remote lavaliers. And we had to buy some hard drives because a documentary like this uses a lot of space because it's changing every like 5 to 7 seconds, the picture is changing. So it takes a lot of memory to hold it. Plus, there it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But anyway, I thought I'd show you guys just that my Live 4 Michael Jackson Missing Pieces is being produced. It is being produced, and I'm really happy with it. I did the opening montage, which is about 5 or 6 minutes, and it's just with a whole bunch of bam, pow, pow, bam, bam, pow. Anyway, so I'm just glad. Anyway, I'm not going to show you guys what I look like. Okay, could you imagine? I know with the coronavirus, Lord have mercy, all those people, over 30,000 people dead just in the USA. Oh my God. And over like 2 million people worldwide have been diagnosed with it. And it's just the saddest thing. We never thought we would live to see a time like this, and, I know people are going to get mad at me, but it's okay, but Trump did not do a good job with this. He did not. He did not. He thought it was a hoax. He thought it was the media. He thought it was the Democrats. And meanwhile, it's being spread. And oh gosh, it's so awful. It's just so, so, so awful. And then our checks are being held up because he wants his signature on it. It's just, oh, God, please give Trump what he needs to make this country better. How about that? I prayed for him. How about that? And it was a sincere prayer. Okay? But anyway, guys, I don't want you guys to see me because imagine my nails, my eyelashes. Ugh. So ladies, we got to figure out what we're going to do. But meanwhile, everybody stay safe, wash your hands, wear your face mask. Make sure you have airborne or some kind of immunity booster. So the first time your voice or your throat is sore, you have a cough, just pop that. And because I was hearing that the virus multiplies, the longer it has it, it multiplies, 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 multiplies. So you don't want to give the virus a chance to multiply. So you immediately take some kind of immunity booster. Okay. Peter Michael Bobby, are you in here? Oh, yes, you are. Hi, Peter Michael Bobby. I see you're releasing a lot of pictures of yourself lately. Wonder what that's all about, buddy boy. Well, I think you're a decoy. I think that Bobby Anderson is a decoy of some sort. And I still believe that you're Michael. And I don't care what you do, but I already believe that, because of all the things that you do. All the things that you do that no one else could do. And I'm reviewing it now. And Peter, Michael, and Bobby are going to be in the documentary, and so is Brandon Howard. Did you guys see Brandon? Oh my goodness. Brandon Howard, guys. He is with Jackie Jackson. The very next day, I think, after I did the video, released the video, he's with Jackie Jackson. Okay, Uncle Jackie, perhaps. Okay, and he did 2 interviews that day. This guy is from South Africa, and he's really seems like a super cool guy. And then this guy, I think he's a songwriter of some sort, because they kind of talked about songwriting. So they did 2 lives the same day, and they had the Jackson 5 in behind them, but that's B. Howard, and that's Jackie. And Jackie said that he's known Brandon since he was a kid. Okay? See, this one has Michael. See the cute little Michael right there. Cute, cute, cute Michael. Okay, so Peter, Michael, Bobby, do you want to call? Everybody already knows that it comes from Los Angeles, so you can call if you want to. I'll answer the phone if you call, but I am not going on camera. Okay, there is a real reason why let me give you another update. Paris is supposed to play Jesus in a movie. Oh my goodness, it sounds worse than it is. But I'm going to read you guys what it says the movie is. Habit, I guess that's the name of the character, is Habit, maybe that's the name of the movie, is a thriller that stars Bella Thorne, as a street-smart party girl with a Jesus fetish who gets mixed up in a violent drug deal and finds a possible way out by masquerading as a nun. Jackson then appears several times throughout the film to Thorne's character as Jesus. So I guess Jesus can look like anything to anybody. Okay, so this girl's character, I guess, is a woman Jesus. Okay, and looks like Paris. Okay, so doesn't sound as alter ego or something, or imagination or something, but I just thought that was, kind of interesting. And Paris' singing is coming along. She's been singing she's been singing live. Where do I go live? Oh, somebody asked me. I go live on Facebook. Okay. So, everybody, I know this is for you guys to subscribe on YouTube, and don't forget to get the Prisoner of Fame with the live too. And then I have to make that look something like this, the missing pieces. I got to make it look something like this, a live 4. I don't even know if I'm going to package them like that or not. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it just yet, or if it's just going to be a standalone documentary. Not sure yet. I haven't worked out all the kinks and everything yet, except for the script has been written, and it continues to be written as we go. So make sure you get your copy of the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries. Okay. Now, why did I really want to come on here? Okay. I always got some news for you guys. Okay. All right. This was in the Daily Mirror, the mirror.co.uk. Okay. And it says, Michael Jackson's rotting feet exposed, riddled with fungi, and too deformed to dance. Okay. That's not true. Okay. Because we saw Michael in This Is It. And This Is It never did his feet hurt. And in the Catherine versus AEG live trial, they looked for footage of Michael looking, messed up. And they couldn't find any. They just found that one picture where the camera's looking up at Michael and he's doing the fitting for the Zandy, or the whatever the designer's name was. And he had on something on his shoulders, and he had a white t-shirt on. That was the picture that Brian Banish used to show that Michael was in distress. There was 80 hours of footage for This Is It, and no footage showed Michael saying, "Oh, my feet hurt. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I'm discombobulated. Oh, I'm about to faint. Oh, I need to rest." Nothing. They had nothing. But Dr. Murray did tell about it during the trial, or somewhere. He did talk about Michael's feet in an interview or something, and that he had to rub his feet, and his feet were really bad, and nobody had taken care of Michael's feet, and Michael's feet were bad. And then there was one article by somebody that was supposed to be a This Is It dancer, or somebody at this is it, part of the cast or crew, and saying that Michael would complain about his feet hurting. And I could find that somewhere, and if I find it, I will post it. But we have no proof of that, So whenever there's words only and there's nothing to substantiate, at least something, give me Michael rubbing his feet, give me something, give us something about his feet messing up. But this is not the main thing about Michael and his feet. And I'm thinking that cryonic body double, maybe the feet were messed up. But even in the autopsy, I don't think they said anything bad about feet. I don't remember them saying anything bad about feet. But anyway, Conrad Murray said he gave him some gel and some cream, and his feet fixed up right away. They were calloused feet from dancing so much. Michael hadn't been dancing a lot from 2005 to 2009. What are they talking about? He didn't perform any concerts. He wasn't on the road. He wasn't making any videos. He wasn't dancing a lot. Just partying around the house, but that wouldn't give him callous feet. But anyway, I mean, Michael hadn't done a tour since the 90s. And then the last time he really performed live, where he really danced, was the 30th anniversary in 2001. And we know what happened then, right? We know what happened. He had to postpone his the death hoax because 911 happened the next day after they finished recording the 30th anniversary, right? So anyway, so, you guys can read this article, but what I really like about this article was about Michael's voice. Okay. And it talks about, Liza Minnelli and Diane Dimond and everybody else talking about Gloria Allred, everybody talking about Michael's different voices, right? And what do I always tell you guys about Michael's different voices? That Michael has 3 voices. Michael Peter Bobby has 3 voices, okay, that I can distinguish. And you guys have heard on the telephone calls that he'll sound like Michael, then he'll change his voice to sound less like Michael on purpose. On purpose. Okay, who changes their voice to sound less like him? Except for Michael would change his voice to sound less like him. But anyway, so this article says Liza believed his high-pitched tone was real and said she got a shock when she picked up the phone one night and heard him talking to husband David in his real voice. And Peter Michael Bobby has a real deep voice that doesn't sound, it's still Michael, but it's different. I call it the Bobby voice. Okay. I said, Michael, you're busted. I got you now. All these years you've been talking that voice, she recalled. So what was his real voice like? In 2005, Court TV's Diane Dimond says Jackson actually had a big, deep sound. I don't know if it's a big, deep sound. Come on. All the Jackson family members, none of them have a big, deep sound. So that's a huge embellishment. Come on. Janet with her little voice, LaToya with her little voice, even Jackie has a very low voice. And come on. I mean, Janet, come on. None of them have deep, heavy, Barry White voices, okay? BG does, though. Okay, somewhere in there, especially if you bring him bad news or if you make him mad, his voice gets very, very deep. She told, okay, whatever. There was one day when someone asked him about Gloria Allred, the attorney that had sort of dogged him and turned around in one foul swoop and said she can go to hell in his big, deep, masculine voice. I'm sorry, that voice might have been big, deep for Michael, but it wasn't that big, deep, and masculine because there's a recording of it. Okay. And Good Morning Britain host Piers Morgan corroborated his story, claiming the star once let his secret tone slip during a telephone interview, which I believe. He said, the weirdest thing about Michael Jackson, which encouraged my suspicions about him as a human being, was that when he talked about charity and children, he had this very soft, high-pitched voice. Of course, yeah. But we know his voice was like that, but of course he exaggerated it here. He didn't want to, one of the reasons why I think Michael hung around children, he wanted to be less aggressive looking because of racism sometimes. Sometimes racism makes white people scared of very successful black people. So he didn't want to seem threatening. So he would talk with a softer voice. He would hang around children to say, look, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just trying to be successful. I'm just trying to do my thing. I'm just trying to be what my parents taught me, which is the best. Okay, let's continue with this article. When I changed the subject to business, his voice dropped several octaves and he became a completely different person to talk to. That was weird to me. That showed me that he was different, multifaceted, different character depending on the subject matter. Okay, so you guys, this is what I've experienced talking to Peter Michael Bobby. Now, I believe that Michael has went all out with the Bobby character now. And because I do not believe, I believe that, look, the Jacksons use decoys. I know for a fact because Joe Jackson contacted me. Joe Jackson told me, don't tell them I'm interested because they're going to want more money. So then Joe Jackson had somebody else contact me and seal the deal. They use decoys all the time. Michael used decoys since he was a little boy. He used impersonators. He used body doubles. He used anybody that could pretend to be him, but it's really, and you wouldn't know it's him, but it's really still him. That's what I believe is going on with Bobby Anderson. That's what I believe. And I believe that the taxes that have been paid during from 2009 to 2016 is because maybe Michael bought a house out there and maybe Bobby Anderson's living in it. I don't know, but some business is going on in South Carolina. And then coincidentally, Bobby's supposed to have a sister that lives in Georgia and the estate pays taxes in Georgia. Okay. And we understand why they pay taxes in Indiana, right? Because of Gary, Indiana house. We understand why they pay taxes in California, right? Because Michael in Havenhurst in California. New Jersey, they pay taxes because of, in Delaware, because you can get tax in Nevada, you can get tax breaks. You can get tax breaks. They have great tax breaks. And New York, okay? Michael probably owns something in New York. But South Carolina and Georgia? Okay, I'm just saying. So right now, there are lots of pictures of Bobby Anderson. I've already showed several, okay? They're new ones. And he's led you, just like breadcrumbs, led you right to the pictures. Led you. Here's where I'm going to be. Here's what the outside of the building looked like. This is what the inside of the building looks like. Here's my memorabilia. Here, so if I want to throw you off, here's me with this memorabilia so that you can connect the two. That doesn't mean that that's Michael because he has done too many other things to prove that he's Michael, because some guy in South Carolina does not have the power to know before the media does that Neverland is being for sale. He does not have the power to call me on a special day when The Rare Pearl was released, and then the Jacksons have an album called The Rare Pearl released later that year. He would not have that power unless he's Michael. He would not know about the hologram before Billboard did the hologram. He would not know he changed his logo, which is recently, for Jackson's Empire, and then the Heal the World logo is the same. You see, his logo for Jackson's Empire, which I went and I looked for a lot of crowns on a Google search, and I couldn't find that exact crown. But that exact crown was on The Masked Singer. I'm just saying. And the Masked Singer was wearing sparkly gloves. And the Masked Singer was, she also said moonwalk right before she revealed herself. And also she sung In the Mirror, Man in the Mirror. So I don't know what is her name? Jordan something. That's who she ended up being, Jordan. She was with the Kardashians. And, the Kardashians have a connection with Michael. TJ used to go with Kim, I believe, when they were in high school. Drake. We got to mention Drake. Thank you so much, Drake, for a Tootsie slide. Okay, it mentions Michael in a very fun, non-threatening, non-controversial way. And it's just, I think he's done a great job. And that song is number one. Okay, Drake's Tuesday slide is number one. So, and then we have LeBron James dancing to it, which is great. Okay, and we have other people dancing to it as well. So I think that's really a good thing. Oh, and also Kevin Hart was dancing to Thriller, I think. Kevin Hart was dancing to Thriller. So all these things and all these celebrities keeping Michael in a in a loving, non-controversial way is really good. But anyway, back to the Masked Singer. And so this Jordan, I forget her last name, but she was a part of the Kardashians, and then I think she cheated with Chloe's boyfriend or one of them. I don't follow the Kardashians. I don't watch their show, but I know about, drama that makes it big time. But anyway, that was her. And then Nick Cannon also was with the estate when he hosted the Scream event. I'm just saying, and Nick Cannon is the host to the Masked Singer. It's just, and then I could think of a million other things, the Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch. Peter Michael Bobby had it as a name to a chat room, and then the estate registered it. So there's so much more stuff that he's done. Okay, with Paris, he's done things with Paris. You just got to go back and look at my YouTube video. He's done things with Sulfur Gold from Ashes. He's done things with Paris with the Muse, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So he's just a decoy. If it's not Michael in disguise or Michael in disguise, sometimes it's a decoy. Because in a live 3, I said there could, because I know Michael in decoys, and when you watch a live 3, I go through a whole thing of Michael in disguises and decoys and how he uses real people's face. And I said in January 15, 2017, when I released it, I said that Bobby Anderson could be a real person. So this is nothing new, but now he's just coming out of his shell in a big way. Maybe because now I'm promoting keeping the controversy alive by saying he's a decoy. So he's like, okay, well, I'll come out, So anyway, Peter Michael Bobby, do you want to call? You want to say something? You want to tell me something? Jordan Woods, that's her name. That's right. Heal the World. That's exactly right. Peter Michael Bobby, you were in here. Do you want to come on and defend yourself and tell me how wrong I am? And then I can ask you questions of how you were able to do all those things. And maybe you have some answers for me. Huh, Peter Michael Bobby? You got some answers for me? Come on, Peter Michael Bobby. Come on. Call in. Or maybe you can call me, because he called me, I don't know, I don't think it's been a week or so, late at night, of course. And we talked, and I listened to his breathing. And his breathing sounds really good. We were on the phone for about 30 minutes. No, it's not Jordan Sparks, it's Jordan Woods. But anyway, his breathing sounds good because I worry about him with lupus, and I know he has some lung issues. And people that have issues with their lungs or with breathing or with hypertension, with diabetes, with high blood pressure, with obesity, you have to be really, really, really careful not to catch COVID-19. You have to be so careful. So, Bobby, if you're helping Michael or you're working with Michael, and just take care of yourself. I don't know what ailments you have or you don't have, but I know that you have issues with your lungs, and it's an annual thing. So I listened to him, and so does Michael. Okay. And then they both got a bad back, and they both clear their throat, and they both go, and they both answer the questions, and they're both shy, and they're both quiet, and they both got a soft speaking voice, and it's just too much. It's just too much. So that's just a simple decoy. It's really simple to do. Okay. Oh yeah. And then with the Michael Jackson at michaeljackson.com Valentine's Day, and the fans said that was fake. That was fake when he said, I set up this Bobby character months ago, so you would get confused, or whatever that email says. You guys can go back and look at the email. And he said he set it up months prior. He said he set it up months prior. And so then the Michael Jackson at michaeljackson.com. Then on Valentine's Day, which we know there's a comeback Michael Jackson registered on Valentine's Day, or Michael Jackson comeback. No, Michael Jackson comeback was registered on Valentine's Day 2007, and comeback Michael Jackson was registered on June 25th, 2009. But on Valentine's Day 2017, I think it was 2017. Well, Valentine's Day is when I got the first email from the estate, which used to be called newsletter at info.michaeljackson.com. They changed it to Michael Jackson at fans.michaeljackson.com. So thank you for that too. So there's just too many other coincidences and predictions, and hugs keep us alive, and this, and and the release of the Escape album. It's just too much of that. LaToya, I'm going to see LaToya and Brenda Ritchie and Jeffrey at the Polo Lounge. I hang up, go in the Polo Lounge, and they're right there within 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on, guys. Okay, so he can do whatever because he's full of tricks, and he got the money, he's got the determination, and he's got the wherewithal to do it. And I believe that Michael Jackson has innovated and advanced the mask making industry. I really do. I think he would tell Rick Baker, and I believe Rick Baker makes Michael's masks. I really do. Because the other guy died. Sam Winston died. So there's Rick Baker. And I believe that Michael sends him pictures of whoever, and Rick Baker mails him whatever the mask when he's done. And if Michael doesn't like it, he sends it back and says, well, the color's off, or the eye's a little off, or can you make this a little better, or can you make it so I don't sweat as much, or can you make it so this, and pay whatever money there is. Pay whatever money. Probably Rick Baker probably don't need another job. I'm speculating. I'm speculating with Rick Baker. And I know Rick Baker would sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. I know he would. Duh. Of course he would. Okay. Also, oh my God. Okay. I'm going to leave some stuff for the documentary. Okay. I can't tell you guys everything because I want, even though it's going to be a lot of missing pieces and stuff that I've discussed the last three years and 3 months. I got a couple of new little things that I hadn't ever really discussed. So I want some new stuff, even for the most advanced believer. Okay. So anyway, guys, let me see if there's any questions. Oh, and I'm going to look much different. I'm going to look different. Okay. Why did Peter leave? Is Peter still on? I don't know. You're going to buy Neverland one day? Girl, the upkeep, just the taxes alone will kill you. The yearly property taxes. Yeah, I love The Masked Singer. I wonder if Jordan Woods, and then I had said that maybe he gave too many clues, and who's behind the mask might not have any connection to Michael really, when it was the kangaroo, because she said her family, something went wrong with her, because I was reading reports that she was in Dubai and they were taping the show, but I think the shows were all pre-taped because they can't be live and they can't be recent, because everybody's sitting in the audience next to each other. Okay, so we have the distancing policy, and and there's no crowds allowed. Okay, but she was in Dubai. I wonder with Jordan Woods, I wonder. Oh yeah, remember you guys, and then this too, and this was another clue. The Jackson 5 series. I purchased it. Yep, I purchased it because that's where he gave me the Tupac clue that he told me about. That was another prediction. He told me to buy the Rare Pearl, the cartoon series, and it had the Tupac clue in it. So how would he know? Okay. I bought it afterwards, but he told me to buy it before it came out. Okay. See, in January 15th is when he came out. How would he know that? How would he know to call me on this, with the title as a prediction and with the date as prediction? How would he know? How would he know? He's Michael. He's using Bobby Anderson as a front. Okay, that's what I believe. Okay, that is what I believe. Okay, you don't have to believe what I believe, and you don't have to hate me if you disagree, but this is what I believe because I have too much other stuff. You know, too much. Bobby, Michael, Peter, Michael, Bobby, you want to call? You want to call? Okay, so with the Masked Singer and Jordan Woods, there was some podcast, if you Google it, and I didn't listen to it, about her and Michael Jackson. She's probably a super Michael Jackson fan because the day she had to unveil who she was, she mentions the moonwalk. Okay, so we have her with the Jackson Empire logo, the glitter gloves, man in the mirror. We have, and her mentioning moonwalk. And I mean, come on. Jackson's Empire logo was a big one. Okay. So anyway, guys, I think that's it. Tupac in Cuba. Yeah, Tupac is supposed to be alive too. I think I saw a new one. Okay, I don't think I have any questions, guys. So, Peter, Michael, Bobby, you want to call and defend yourself or tell me how wrong I am? Then if you tell me how wrong I am, you got to answer how you did all this. Okay? And how you knew everything that was going on in the Michael Jackson world and where LaToya's going to be. You know, come on. And what Paris is going to tweet. Are you going to put it on Vimeo? Yeah, I'm going to put it on Vimeo and I'm going to put it on Amazon. Peter posting about Jesus Juice. Did he post about Jesus Juice before Paris? No, I think he posted it after. Let me see. Let's go back to the Paris thing. Okay, when was this? This made news today and yesterday. I think it made news. Let's see. Let's do a Google search together. Paris Jackson. Jesus. I think he did it right after. I think he did it after. Because he's knowing that I'm good on these predictions. Okay. Let's see. It was a day ago. Okay. It was a day ago. It came out in 18 hours ago, 1 day ago, 21 hours. Paris to Pay 2 days ago. So we know that 2 days ago it came out. Okay. So he's not going to predict. It was 2 days ago. Okay. So he did the Jesus Juice yesterday though. Okay, let's go to Peter Madani. Let's go to Peter Madani. And let's do Jesus Juice. Peanuts. He did, I'm sure it was after. I'm sure it was after. Oh, I love that Jackson's Empire shirt with the butterflies. Who did it? Mon de Pa. I love it. I love that. I think that's a great one. I think that's great. Butterflies and coming from Jackson's Empire. This is the exact logo that was on the back of the kangaroo on the Masked Singer. Okay, with the dots in it and everything. And the way that it's shaped, it had a little different of a top, but he's always going to throw something off a little bit. It's always going to throw something off a little bit just to keep the confusion going. Yeah, Jesus Juice 17 hours ago. Okay, so it wasn't a prediction. Okay, it was not a prediction. 18 hours ago. 18 hours ago. Okay. So that's not a prediction. Okay. That's not a prediction. All right. Because he does predict stuff. Okay. But not in this case. So he's going to be more careful because he know I'm catching stuff and getting good notes. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's it. Let's see how silly riddled with fungus. I know. And we have no footage of him hurting his feet hurting during This Is It. And he hasn't been dancing forever. I mean, you know, when was the last time he was on stage really rehearsing for something? You know, he's rehearsing during This Is It. You know, but, you know, and like I said, if people say something and we have nothing to substantiate it, okay? Nothing. Okay? We don't have any footage. Brian Banish, he said during the trial of Catherine, he said he went through the whole 80 hours and they couldn't find nothing. And if he did, they would have definitely showed it because the whole thing was AEG live. Oh, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to remind you. I got to leave some stuff for the documentary. Okay. But, The AEG trial was all about showing that AEG worked Michael too hard, and since he was worked too hard, he relented to drugs. Now, you guys learned in Alive 2 that Michael never saw a sleep disorder doctor. The sleep disorder doctor. Okay? Right? No sleep disorder doctor. And how come you can't sleep? You haven't worked in eons. Your sleep might be a little backwards, but everybody's going to wait for you. When you show up at rehearsal, you show up at rehearsal. So the whole propofol thing, it wasn't that great that the little tab wasn't pulled. So they forgot to pull the little tabs on the propofol. Okay? Because it was a body double. Okay? So if Michael used body doubles, why wouldn't Bobby Anderson be some kind of decoy body double? Or, I mean, that's what he does. That's what he does. That is a part of him since he was a child, since he was a kid. Okay, but we have nothing to substantiate Michael's feet looking like that, except for Dr. Murray's words. Now, if Michael was still like after the Dangerous tour or the History tour, yeah. You tell me his feet's messed up like that with calluses and all that stuff? Yes, yes, yes. But Michael was pampered. Michael didn't do a whole lot. He was in his house. He was plotting and planning, and most of his stuff was, you know, internal stuff, not vigorous work. It was mind work. You know, it was mine. So if somebody wants to correct me and tell me I'm wrong, please send me stuff to pearljr@michaeljacksoninsider.com. Okay. Anyway, I haven't eaten dinner. Hey, Winson. Hi, Cole. Oh, anybody who wants their names in the credits of Alive 4, send me an email and tell me what name you want me to use in Alive 4. If you have been a believer, if you've given me some kind of clues, some kind of evidence, some kind of proof, if you've been just wonderful and very active and being very supportive, I will put you in the credits. Okay, send your name to pearljr@michaeljacksoninsider.com. Okay? All right. Hi, Norman. Hi, Teresa, Christine, Teresa, April, Linda, Tracy, Veronica, Kellen. Hey, Kellen. Nikki, Leisha, April, Beverly, Anita, of course, Teresa, my buddy, my pal, Teresa Bruner, and Teresa Jones, and Anita, let's see, of course, Cole, Zoya, hi Zoya, Fiona, Jean, hello, Lisa, Volette, hello Volette, and let's see, I'm so glad to see you guys here. Another Lisa, I said April already. Mandy, hi Mandy. Fiona, Ann, hi Ann. Mike, hi Mike. And let's see. Oh, Sermona, hello Sermona. And oh, I have something else that I got to tell you. Another thing, the people who are swearing to God that Bobby Anderson is no Michael Jackson is because they've been set up with the Michael Jackson, the Bobby Anderson character. They've been set up to believe with their whole heart content that Bobby Anderson is Peter Medani. They have no idea about Michael and his use of decoys and body doubles and impersonators and whatever else you surrogates, whatever else you want to call them. Okay? Michael uses them, and Joe used one with me. Joe. Okay? Everybody knows that Michael has different voices. I have I know I always call him 3 different voices, and then we know that he has that little thing that he can put in his mouth. Okay, that little thing that he can put in his mouth, you know, to change his diction. Okay, which one of the voices does change their diction. Okay, so anyway, guys, heal the world. I love you. Talk to you guys later. I didn't see any questions, but if anybody has anything that they want to say or anything they want to tell me that I missed or I misunderstood, go ahead. Just be pleasant. Just don't, be mean. Just tell me. Just send me something. Send me something out. All right. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Ciao.